All right, all right. Look like we are live, brothers and sisters. Let me just check to make sure. Should be live on Facebook, on my personal page. Right, look like we are live. Yep. Personal page, and then we have the Money Game book page. Should be live there. Look like we're live there too. All right. Good evening, brothers and sisters. Good evening. We are coming to you live from Houston, Texas, the home of the Money Game, so black people can win and dominate. Just want to come to you live tonight, brothers and sisters. We're going to come to you a couple of times a week so we can talk about this money game. We can talk about the concepts that I share in my book, newly released book, The Money Game, so black people can win and dominate. In celebration of the release of my book, I have a free gift to give to everybody. Even if you haven't bought the book, I still want you to get something free from me. All right, because it's all about sharing. It's all about giving back. It's all about living in the vibration of abundance. You know, this money game, it's exciting, brother and sister, when you really grasp it, when you really go to understand it, right? When you go beyond just the surface of get money, buy things, you just become a higher level, elevated level of a consumer. That's not really what the money game is all about. Right? To understand the money game is to understand it, to understand what is it? How do you play it? What level is it played on? And what level do you desire to play on? And here it is right here, brothers. You ready? Here it is right here. Who do you have to become? Who do you have to become to get at the next level? And if you're at the level that you want to be at and you don't want to go any higher, I would beg to differ. Because, see, when I was a stockbroker back in 96, I was a stockbroker from 96 to 2002. Financial advisors, they're called, right? We calculated and we took everything when we did financial planning. We took in consideration all areas of the person's life, not just food, shelter, and clothing. See, it's easy to appear successful. It's easy to appear you got the bag. It's easy to appear that you got it all together. And we're just talking here. Ain't no judgment. Remember, there's no morality on money. Having it doesn't make you bad. Not having it doesn't make you bad. Not having it doesn't make you holy. And having it doesn't make you evil. Right? Depending on where we are, how we play, in the depths of our game, only lets us know it's only numbers are used to measure. Numbers are used to calculate. Numbers are used to add mass to something so you can have some level of relativity. You can use it to relate to other things of matter, right? That you can put in numerical translation. Because money is just a numerical translation of time, of energy, of knowledge, of leverage. See, the Bible says, of all these things, get ye understanding. Wisdom is good. It's the noble thing to get. But all these things get ye understanding. That's the greatest. Why is understanding greater than knowledge, greater than wisdom? What do we understand about money? What do we understand about how it gets you to a certain level, how it keeps you from certain level? How is it being used in your advantage? How is it being used against you? Who's in your best interest? Who's looking into your best interest when it comes to financial? Your retirement program at work, 401k. Remember, no judgments. Not saying it's good or bad. But the more understanding we have of the economic environment we are in, in the things that are known and unknown. You know, I remember one time, brother and sister, I was sitting at my office at Dean Witter, and I'm just looking at these accounts. I can look at anybody's account in Dean Witter's system. Had back in the day, it was Enron, pull up some of the Enron people, 10 million, 20 million. And I had to start thinking, I'm like, why are these people got millions of dollars cash in investments, not salary, not considering the salary? Why are they still going after, why are they still on the grind? Why are they still going after the money? Right? Yeah, some of it might be greed. Some of it might be all the negative things we want to attach to money. But I'm telling you, in this book, I tell you, you can't attach no negativity to money. None. And every time you hear somebody trying to attach negativity to money, rebuke it. Get ye behind me, Satan. Understanding, brothers and sisters, we have to understand this game that's being played. Life is a game. Anything that has to do with numbers, and you can use to keep score, and you can use for some to measure something, then it can be considered as a game. So I would be sitting there thinking, I said, why are these people? I said, let's get rid of all that the negative stuff that we want to justify, so we won't take financial responsibility for ourselves, so we can give up on our financial dreams, so we can lower them just above whatever, just above normal, just above where you come from, just above other people, just above the masses of black people. I'm not talking about that. I said, why? All that to the side. And it hit me. I said, you know why? It's because, and I mentioned in my book, because these that make this large amount of money, those that are tapped into the market, the stock market, the financial markets, those that have their feet to the ground, have their thumb on the pulse of the economy, not as a consumer, but as a producer. They're in that space, okay, in the financial space on a daily basis. They're business owners, they're executives at a high level. They choose to tune in, because you don't have to be an executive or a business owner, brothers and sisters. Nothing stops us from tuning in to knowledge, tuning in to frequencies and vibrations, tuning in to a level, because knowledge has vibrations and frequencies. Nothing stops us from thinking, having a mindset of those millionaires and billionaires, multi-millionaires, 100 millionaires, deca-millionaires. Nothing stops us from thinking that way. That's why it says understanding. You have to understand, okay, here am I in the bigger scheme of things. Oh, now I understand why. Now I understand why. So why did these people, whoever they are, black, white, whatever you want to paint, why are they still out there doing it? Why Warren Buffett's still out there late? Because it's a game to them. It's fun. They're keeping score. They're trying to see if they can score with 2 seconds left on the clock. They're trying to see if they can get the first down, 4th and 5, 4th and 1. They're trying to see if they can drive the field to score. It's a game. Because at some point in time, you don't need any more money. At some point in time, you can only buy more of the best that's out there. Instead of buying, one Roth, what is it called? A Rolls Royce. You're buying 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them. Why? I asked myself why, and I figured it out. And I mentioned it in my book. Because they truly know how bad this economy is. They truly know how this U.S. economy is on the brink of collapse, because they know that it's not if it will collapse. It's when it will collapse. And they want to make sure they have enough money to survive the worst. They want to make sure if a loaf of bread goes to $100 a loaf, they're not going to be like the rest of us trying to get a slice or a corner or some crumbs, bread crumbs. They'll still be able to buy a loaf of bread because they know. They know. They know better than to believe everything they hear on the news about the economy. They know better. They're reading, they're going in, they're getting information because it's out there. The truth is out there, but it's not for the masses of the people. They trickle some here and there, but right, you need to constantly know. We need to constantly know what's going on. What is the economic environment? A hurricane, tornado can be brewing somewhere. It just haven't got to your city yet, hadn't got to you yet, but it's on its way. So they knew that they had to have enough. That's why they have, private islands. That's why they got residents in other countries. That's why they have a private jet. So when things get so bad in America, they don't have to go stand in line and go pass through TSA. They go to Millionaire, they go to FBO and get on a plane and fly out this country and then let us fight. Let us suffer. See? Because they understand the dynamics. They understand the storms that are brewing. They've made moves and continue to make moves based on geopolitical situations like in Israel with Hamas and what is it, Yemen, and you know what I'm saying? So they moving stuff around. They looking at it and say, okay, now how's that going to affect me? What do I need to do? How is that going to affect America? This election coming up, how is that going to affect? See, all we know is the vote. If we're just playing the money game, and everything starts and stops, and as far as we can go with politics is voting, then we're playing not to lose. We're not playing to win and dominate. See, because we have to understand, brothers and sisters, whatever amount of money we making, unless you're making athlete money, professional athlete money, baseball, basketball, football, unless we making entertainment money, Beyonce make $200 million on a tour? If we're not making that kind of money, then we need to stay humble and realize that we need to understand the big picture. We need to understand this money game to win and dominate. Not to just be a contender, a playoff contender. That's good, I guess. So there's something we need. We need the elements. We need the things that will help us clear up our thinking. Right? It's hard to understand something and see it clearly if we have rose-colored glasses on. If our understanding, perception, reference about something is incorrect, is faulty at its core, at its base, then we won't have a clear understanding. It'd be like driving through the rain, heavy rain, with your windshield wipers on, right? As soon as they stop, your windshield wipers stop, your vision gets blurred. So we have an understanding of money. And the world, society is going to always focus on getting money. But it's not equally in showing us how to minimize our taxes legally. Right? How to set up systems, infinite banking concept and system, velocity banking concepts and systems. They're not going to teach you that because it's not in their best interest. Their best interest. You have to know, we have to know as Black people, we have to know what's in our best interest. Not because somebody tell you, but because we have the wherewithal to understand and look and size things up. We have to get to the point to just give me the data. Just give me the data. I'm looking for the raw data. I'm not looking for your narrative or your opinion. If I didn't ask you for your opinion, I'm not concerned about your opinion. Just give me the data. This is whatever ounce, 3-4 ounces of tea. Just give me the data, man. Let me determine for myself. You're insulting my intelligence when you try to give me a narrative. And now, okay, that's your perspective. But don't expect me to think the way you think. So understanding, brothers and sisters, we have to understand. We have to understand, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that we don't know. Life's always going to throw us curveballs that we don't know, and we need it. We need some money to do that. We need resources to do that. For example, Friday, my tooth started hurting. Cold water, hot water, ooh, it hurt. Right? Pain was shooting through my gums. Chew on that side, pain shooting through my gums Friday. Because I just came off a 2-day fast. So I know it wasn't Wednesday, it was Friday. So went to my dentist, went to the website, said they open on Saturday. I went up there, showed up on Saturday, they're not there. So I called it 800 number and, got my dentist assistant to my dentist. She texted me and she got the doctor to send me a prescription, painkillers, and so that helped me until Monday. That's yesterday, right? Say, we're gonna have to do a root canal and a crown. I'm like, my teeth has always been, by the grace of Allah and God. My parents had insurance growing up, so I had braces and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not used to, other than cavities, had fillings, right? So I'm not used to this root canal, crown. What the hell is, what I'm saying? So if you do the root canal and the crown, you're looking at $1,300. Come to find out, my dentist said, no, we're not going to do the root canal. We'll just do the crown. So that'll cut it in half to about $580 or whatever the case may be. There, we got financing for you. You can pay cash or financing. I said, well, let's see what's going on with the financing. Interest free for 6 months. Cool, let me have it. I'll take that. See, once you play the money game and understand the money game, then you can play it to your advantage. Interest free for 6 months. So I can keep my $500-600 in my pocket, still get my crown, and don't have to pay interest for 6 months. But if we stuck on this and don't understand, I don't want a credit, and I don't like owing nobody nothing. Let go of those money ideas, brothers and sisters, that does not serve you. And look and hold on to those things that serve us financially. If somebody would let you, look, if you wanted a car and somebody say we'll give you that interest free for 6 months, at least, wow, let me think about it. I've been looking at that Range Rover. Shoot, now you're talking about interest free for 6 months? 1.3% down like you see on interest rate like you see on TV? Shoot. See, that feeds our consumerism. That feeds us as a consumer. But what is feeding us as a producer? What's feeding us in understanding the money game, the whole part of the money game? How are you going to be a successful? How are you going to win and dominate in any sport? You know just a portion of the sport. You know how to score, right? But you don't know nothing about defense. So you're going to lose. And the team you playing against, society, the merchants, the marketers. I'm in sales and marketing, so I ain't hating. I'm just letting you know. I'm peeping you game, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you. They seduce us out of our money. seduce us out of our money. See, so we have to understand the game that's being played so we won't get seduced. And if we do get seduced because we want to, right? So you're consciously aware that you're being played. And if you know that and you're okay with it, then hey. A prostitute knows she's a prostitute, and a pimp knows he's a pimp. So ain't nobody surprised. Excuse me for that example. See, so it's the understanding of the money game. Unless you're intentional, right? Or unless you're intentional to go out and learn and know that you know that you don't know. A wise man knows that he don't know. A fool think he knows everything. Can't tell him nothing. A wise man knows that there's a million more times, of information that he doesn't know than what he does know. He's just wise compared to the other people. So get this book, brothers and sisters. If you about your money, your bag, if you have a level of black consciousness, if you know that you're not living up to your full God-given financial potential, I cover that in this book. What is your God-given financial potential? Have you ever heard that? Have you ever considered that? What is the financial potential that you think God has for you? No. Yeah, nobody knows. But you know how you can find out? By just maxing out. Just being the best that you can be at this game. At this game. Those that want to win and dominate, Kobe Bryant, Jordan, now LeBron, they want to win. How many rings they want to win? As many as they can. Why? Because they have a mindset to win and dominate. Win and dominate. Because you can dominate in your position and your team don't win. Money. The money game is a team sport. I mentioned that here too. I'm telling you, brother, so you're looking for techniques, and I give you a little bit of that. I'll give you a little bit. But sprinkling there is really what you need to know. What we need to know. What I've come to understand and figure out about this thing. Because God has blessed me, brothers and sisters. God blessed me. I don't know why he blessed me, just like why he blessed you. He gives us all a gift. So teaches the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. God gives us all a gift. Sometimes we discover it, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we feed it, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we have to dig deeper, sometimes it's on the surface, it's apparent. But he blessed me to become a stockbroker financial advisor for 2 major Wall Street firms. Not one, but 2. Dean Witter and Charles Schwab. How many black men you know? Black people you know that can say that. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying. See, it's mathematics. It's not bragging, it's just math. That's history. It happened. That's on the inside looking out. That's not on the outside looking in. That's on the inside looking out. On the inside with those people. You talking about sitting at the table. I might not have been at the table, but I was in the room. I was a fly on the wall. And then with the kind of mind that I've developed by being in the Nation of Islam 31 years and under the voice of Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, you don't think like everybody else. You don't see everything the way most people see things. You see it from the lens of the teaching of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, freedom and justice and equality for the black man and woman in America. So I'm looking, I'm asking, I'm thinking, talking to my Lord and asking him, why are these people, what's going on here? What's going on? And I got to take it back to black people. I got to take it back. Brother Rodney Assad and myself started with Brother Qiyam Muhammad, Abdul Qiyam Muhammad, formerly Brother Jesse. Right? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan personal social media manager and general of the Twitter army of the Nation of Islam, my brother right here in Houston. He and I started out doing a weekly YouTube broadcast called Black Wealth Empowerment. And of course, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan called him to work, called him to duty. He couldn't do it any longer. Then Brother Rodney Assad came and Sister Brandy. And together, myself, primarily, I've been there all, the whole duration. But Black Wealth Empowerment Live, some of y'all might have been watched it. We did 154 episodes talking about Black Wealth Empowerment from a totally different perspective. We have to mature, as Black people in America, and not just put black face on white stuff. We got to bring our experience, our unique experience, to as whatever we take, as we always do with music and sports and other things, religion, everything. We take it and make it our own when we infuse our experience as Black people into what we're doing. And now we need to do it at a much, much higher, at the highest level possible when it comes to the money game. And it's not what y'all doing, what they doing. It's what am I doing? What are we doing? Because you can only go so far by yourself. You only do so much by yourself. See, that's the power of leverage. I talk about leverage in here, right? So you got to understand the concept of leverage. Then you see leverage everywhere, not just when it comes to whatever context you learned it in. You'll learn that money is a frequency, it's a vibration. We repel money because of our negative vibration, our negativity, because the environment we're in is not conducive to that. So most of us go get some more degrees. I got that in here. Ain't nothing wrong with degrees. But it's an understanding. You're going to make all that money to do what? To get a bigger house, get nice cars. But as soon as COVID came through, we saw that the man didn't have on any pants. Right? We've been here too long, brothers and sisters, as Black people in America, to be falling for okie doke, not to level up and take our rightful place and understand the money game. See, once you understand the money game, then you'll understand what it is that you're looking at. I talk about voting in here, right? I got a chapter or a section up here called if you don't vote, you can't complain. That's a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. See, we've been sold some stuff, man. That's just straight up, that's not true. That's a lie. Somebody has to come and pull the wool off of our eyes when it comes to this money thing, man. And this is just the beginning. I mean, this is just to give us a different perspective. This is to peel back the onion a little further. This is to open up our consciousness. Change the paradigm about money. Change the paradigm. How do you see things now? I see things as they are. I see men as they are. They're not giants anymore. See, so you won't get seduced by 30 million and 40 million and 50 million and 100 million and you can make $300,000. You can make $30 million a year, and both of those individuals will be slaves. They don't have freedom, ultimate freedom. So what do you want? You want money and be a slave, or do you want freedom? See, back in the 60s, we fought for rights, but it was really freedom. We wanted freedom. And when they gave us rights that we thought would give us freedom, then we got then we got the money, but we stopped being free. I talk about that in the book. Your goal shouldn't be money. Your goal should be freedom. You determine how much that is. You can move to Jamaica, Taiwan, or somewhere, and it don't take as much money to live, and you be free. You're not making $400,000 because it doesn't take that much to live in other parts of the world. What we make here in America, 50, 60, 70,000, if you can somehow do that remotely, since remote is big, go online and generate revenue, e-commerce, offline. Now you taking the value of a dollar, take it into those other countries, and getting 2-3 times more. Because you want freedom. The slave on a plantation, if he wanted freedom, he didn't stay on that plantation to get freedom. He ran away from that plantation to get freedom. But that's how bad he wanted freedom. See? So it's easier to get the money than the freedom. It's easier to get the money than the freedom. But if you really understand money is designed to give you freedom. It's designed to give you options. But we have to understand it as that. We have to understand, okay, yeah, a car gives me options to go here and there and everywhere. Gives me freedom to move around. Okay, but that's the extent of it. What about what is the ultimate freedom that you want to achieve that we don't yet have? I want my children to have option to go to college or start a business. See? Well, now you see, now it's getting bigger. Now it's going to require a little bit more. So are we making enough when you look at the things? We have children. So you're going to want them to go into debt to go to college? Because we just refuse to level up enough to whereas we can pay for their college or at least pay for 50% of their college so they won't have so much debt? But see, we'll have to postpone that Range Rover a little bit longer, Daryl. We'll have to postpone that big house a little bit longer. You see what I'm saying? We'll have to postpone, that lavish vacation and all that kind of stuff. See, that's the money game, to win and dominate. Right? You're not even pre-consumed with the little stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying to major in minor things. I think I put in this book, all money is not created equal. You have two people make $60,000 a year. You think they make this, but it's not equal. It's not the same. One person works 60 hours a week. The other person works 20 hours a week. It ain't the same. It ain't equal. See, so we have to understand what's going on. We have to understand how can I leverage this money. We have to understand where our power is. We have to understand what's in my best interest, our best interest, my family's best interest. Some of us make enough money or can make the sacrifice to send our children to private school so they can get a better education. But we don't, because public school is free. And that's money that I can, go buy a bass boat with. I can go, kick it. I got extra money to spend. That's not playing the money game to win and dominate. That's playing the money game not to lose. So, brothers and sisters, get the book. Here's the free gift I wanted to give you. All right, here it is. Go to themoneygamebook.com. Go to themoneygamebook.com, a free gift to everybody, just by going there, giving me your name and email address so we can stay in contact. I want this book to be the start of something big. like the 154 episode of Black Wealth Empowerment. Right? I have a lot of things, ideas in my mind that I need to birth before I say bye-bye to this dimension, this realm of dimension called life. Right? So, brothers and sisters, thank you for your time with us tonight. Tonight is Tuesday. So we'll be back, inshallah, on Thursday and Friday. So Saturday. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday during the day. Don't have a fixed time yet. We're gonna come to you live because I wanna get to know you. I want to build a community. I've been gone a long time, so it's gonna take a lot of effort and a lot of live streams because everybody wants your attention. TikTok wants your attention. The news wants your attention. So it's a competition for attention. But you get this book, go to Amazon.com and get this book, brothers and sisters. It's 200 some odd pages long, right? It's a good book. It covers a lot. I'm telling you, you're guaranteed to get something out of it. Guaranteed. I guarantee you, no matter how much money you make, you'll definitely get something out of this book. It'll be worth your $20 investment. So get it. Go to Amazon.com, get the free book. Go to the moneygamebook.com and get it. Come on now. We got to level up. We got to level up, brothers and sisters. Good is not good enough. And good is good enough only until it's not good enough. When a crisis comes, then good ain't good enough. You need more. All right? So I leave you. As we say it, as I used to say it on the Black Wealth Empowerment. I'll see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most importantly, our Black community deserve your very best. All right, see you Thursday. Peace.